Da, da, da. Mr. Dave in the background being noisy right on cue, because of course he is. He's been quiet and asleep all morning. The second I hit go on a live stream, he decides to complain loudly throughout the whole house. Mr. Dave, be quiet. It's normally Weasel interrupting live streams, but no, Dave. Dave is the one that's done it today. Hello, everybody. Good morning. As you can see, you can't really tell. This does actually look like it could be real clothes, rather than loungewear that I present these little chats to you in from my living room with my tea. I really should have gone for coffee. I can't believe it's Thursday already. Okay, we had a busy weekend, fun but busy. We were down visiting friends, down near Cheshire, which was great fun. But it was a long weekend. And we came back on Monday, and I kind of feel like I've been asleep ever since then. I realised, oh, it's Thursday. How did we get here? So, but alas, I am here. I'm having fun. So, yeah, how is everyone? Is everyone, I know a lot of the guys who watch this, a lot of the people who watch my live streams are US based. Here in England, we have taken a little bit of a battering from Storm Kathleen this weekend, which I know you guys all laugh at because every time I mention storms or high winds, being in Scotland, someone from like Tornado Alley in the US will pop up and be like, yeah. Let me show you some storm photos. Regular customers in Florida, like, that is not rain. Let me demonstrate what rain and wind look like. But yeah, we missed most of it. Scotland got absolutely trashed. But we were it was still windy, but like we evaded a lot of the weather warnings and things like that. So we were okay. So yeah, how is everyone today? Feel free to pop comments. We're doing what we usually do, where I talk random rubbish at you for half an hour, however long I sit here until you all get bored of me, essentially. And then, and then once we've done that, not once we've done that, but in between doing that, we do some tarot readings. We talk about what's going on in the world in general, general tarot related spiritual type things, the usual chat. I'm just going to make sure I have actually turned on this live stream everywhere as well, because that is my other trick, where I just forget to let anyone know that I am actually, out here in the world talking to people. We just make sure we send it to everyone. So yeah, we're going to do some. I haven't done this in ages. Way back when, many years ago, when I first started doing tarot readings online, I used to do zodiac tarots. Now, I'm not an astrologer. I don't know zodiac. I do know it, but in a professional capacity, it's not my thing. But we do go through and pull cards for each of the signs one by one, because it's good fun. It's a good way to do little general messages, and it seems to entertain people. So we're going to do that this morning as well. I feel like I should have put more caffeine in before this live stream. And of course, if you have a question you would like answered, a quick question, we're doing 1 card draws. Just drop something in the comments. Drop your question and we will answer that for you. Or if you have a talking point, just general chat, really. Just comments are open. Go for it. If you would like a longer, more detailed reading, we do I do those live on these streams. If you look along the bottom of the screen, you will see 2 web addresses. One of them is psychicrealm.co. You can find all of the different ways to get readings from me on there. And also there is Hipsy. Hipsy is a site we work with that allows me to process reading requests whilst I'm on the air. Whilst I'm on the air, I don't even work on the air anymore. Whilst I'm live on the internet, I used to many years ago. Many years ago, I used to read for Psychic TV. That doesn't exist anymore. It might do. It might have just. I think it's just changed names. But yeah, way back in the days of Psychic TV, when I got down the studio a couple of times, I found my original like headshots and promo shots for when I worked there the other day, and I was like, oh, look how young you were. That dress would go around a thigh now. That was. Sometimes I forget how long I have been here. But yeah. Morning, Kelly. Hope you and the brood are doing well. I did. All my friends are having babies now, man. In the last few years, quite a few of my friends have had babies. I'm like, oh, they're so adorable. I just have teenagers, which are easier in other ways, but like, oh, little squishy babies. They are adorable. So yeah. Yeah, it's quite sunny outside today as well. I might take today. I can't take today off. I took Monday off. Are we classing Monday as a day off? We might take today off. Anyway, yes, let's do some tarot. Let's stay on track and not randomly mumble at you for an entire hour. So I'm gonna break them up. So yeah, just if you have comments, questions, if you want a 1-card draw pulled, leave a comment, and I will come back to them, because what we're going to do first off is I'm going to do these in 3 blocks. So we're going to do 4 zodiac signs in each one. So I'm going to start off with Aries. Aries. If you're an Aries, let's see what the cards say. The Ace of Swords. Get up, do something. Now is the time. Now is the time to start a new project. Now is the time to look for that new beginning. Now is the time for a surge in energy into something that we've been putting off. So yeah, Aries, like up, move, do the thing, essentially. Who else do we have? Taurus. Let's have a look for Taurus. What is Taurus? Anyone is wondering, by the way, I use these cards most of the time. This is a very battered box, but they are the that's probably a better one. It is the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition. I've been using these ones for about 5 years now, which doesn't sound like a long time, but for the amount of readings I do, it's a fairly well established deck at this point. So Taurus. Oh, 3 of Coins. This is nice. A little bit of headway made in work and career, possibly also studying. You know, whenever I talk about work and career in tarot, we do kind of have a habit of generalizing it. Usually coins do apply to that area of your life, but they can also apply to things like study, hobbies that you're particularly invested in, volunteering, like, yeah, the practical doing stuff. So yeah, Taurus, taking a little bit of a step forward, seeing a little bit of success, but it's very much kind of like, oh, this has gone well. What do we do next? It's the success that leads you on to the next step rather than the end goal. But still nice and positive to see. So let's take a look for Gemini. I was looking, I don't think Jill's appeared yet. My favorite Gemini. Wait, yeah, no, none of my family members are oh, my partner is not. I'm just double checking. I was about to get in trouble. The 9 of Coins. This is good. Okay, so Geminis. Something you've been working on for a while is going to eventually reach fruition. So something you've been putting the work in with, something you've been like trying to get finished, like an accomplishment you've been working towards over the next few weeks Long-term goals getting achieved. This is a good thing. Okay. And we're looking at next. Cancer, my favorite water sign. I shouldn't say that. I need to be careful what I'm saying because, like, people watch these and then I get messages from friends and family. I go, "What do you mean that's your favorite water sign?" Because I'm a Leo, I tend to get on very well with. I can get on very well with cancers. I either love them or try and kill them. There's no in between. But yeah, cancers are fun. So. Cancer. Oh, the devil reversed. I should be careful what I say, especially to water signs. But don't compromise too much. Like, it's always nice to try and make things. It's always nice to try and make things work with people. You know, it's always nice to be the bigger person and be reasonable. But sometimes people ask too much. Sometimes there's no way of making them happy. And what this card is saying is when someone pops up like that over the next week or so, maybe just don't entertain them so much. Maybe just don't try and make them happy. Like just limit the energy that you're giving them is what we've got there, Cancer. So yes, that's where we are there. As a fellow Lay, I am the same. This is, yeah, like I for all they say feminine people should look at their moon sign more. I am the most stereotypical Leo sun sign I've ever met. And people say this to me a lot. Like, they don't, like, obviously reading tarot for a living, I meet a lot of people in the industry who do slightly different things. Every time I meet someone who does astrology, they're like, "Yeah, you're a Leo." I'm like, how but yes, it's fun. And I am kind of surrounded by water signs as well. Well, not always, but yeah, I do tend to attract water signs, which is unusual for a fire sign. But cancers I can get on with very well. Aquarius, you just Tiny's an Aquarius, and I love Ideally, but my days, like, there's only so much drama in the world, guys. I'm joking. I love you all. So, speaking of Leos, let's jump on the second block. So, it was our first little block. Let's jump on to our second block, starting with Leos. Leos. Oh, the Empress reversed. The Empress reversed. Like, guys, I'm also a Leo, so I'm saying this to myself as much as you. Nobody's looking after you. Okay? Sometimes having the hissy fit in a corner and being like, "Why is my life so hard and nobody's looking after me?" Like, I appreciate as much as you do. Everyone who isn't a Leo can just look away right now. Like, we know where the most important person in the room. But sometimes people don't know. Other people don't know. And we just have to look after ourselves. Yeah. No one's gonna be holding our hands for the next month, Leos. We just need to get over our slight inclination towards being the main character and just realize we're gonna just have to pick up our own stuff and do things ourselves. That's it pains me more than anyone to have to be the one to deliver this news, but that's where we are. Okay. I am joking. I don't actually think I'm the most. It is a Leo trait to automatically want to jump in the middle of a stage. It's well known. Okay, Virgos. Let's see what we have coming up. Oh, okay, Six of Swords reversed. It is not going well for this block of signs. This isn't a bad sign. It's just kind of saying, look, don't just let the arguments go over the next couple of weeks, Virgos. Even if people are blatantly wrong, just kind of just step away from it. Don't go like like this is the literal embodiment of, don't play chess with pigeons. Like, step away. Okay. Libra. Libras. What do we have for you? Oh, okay. 5 of Swords, reversed. Things might get a little bit chaotic over the next month or so, and it is not up to you to fix that, okay? There is going to be this tendency to see things going wrong, being slightly less than perfectly organized. There will be a tendency that you feel to jump in and be like, I have an idea of how to make this better. No. Let other people's chaos be. Just keep. Just go and stay in your calm little bubble by your, like, yeah, okay. We're just gonna step away from it. Scorpio. Everyone's favorite villain. The Magician. Of course, Scorpios would be the exception in this block. But yeah, Scorpios, the Magician. Feeling confident, feeling good. Now's the time to maybe open yourself up to some new projects, fun ones, not work ones. But yeah, it's always funny. Obviously, of course, Scorpios are the ones that flourish when the rest of their block are facing challenges. They're Scorpios. You know, as I said, I'm not an astrologist. I don't read zodiac, but the if you break the blocks into that you break the different signs into 3 blocks, and you have personal, interpersonal, and transpersonal. And it's really interesting how you often see themes across the 3, because that's how I read them when I break them into these 3 blocks. So yeah, you do. It's interesting. You do tend to see themes among the different signs within those blocks. And yeah, and the last of those blocks that we're going to jump into is starting with Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius. The High Priestess reverse. Now, this is kind of like an advisory card. What this is saying is it's really important over the next month or so, when approaching any situations, to make sure you have all of the facts. There are going to be situations that come up that require full understanding of the situations, that require you to have all of the knowledge, to have all of the understanding in the right place. And it may not, what this card is saying is it may not be immediately obvious. So just kind of bear that in mind as we go through the next month or so. Okay. Capricorn. I have a Capricorn baby. Say baby, he's about 6'1" now, but I do have a Capricorn baby. Capricorn. 6 of Cups. Little bit of an emotional month for Capricorns. Quite reflective, a little bit melancholy, a little bit kind of like, let's reflect on things. Let's see what we learned. Where do we go next with this? Little bit of an insightful month coming up for you guys. Not bad. Certainly not bad. Not necessarily easy, because, you know, any kind of reflection can be a bit difficult. But yeah, just make some time for a little bit of self-care this month. Aquarius. I also have an Aquarius baby. Again, not a baby, but very much an Aquarius. 9 of Coins. This is the second 9 of Coins we've had come up. Interesting. Yeah, 9 of Coins. Again, seeing long-term rewards coming to fruition, something you've been working on for a long time, coming together. Oh my God, we're getting university acceptance. My Aquarius baby is well, she's had conditional offers, but we're waiting to see if she meets the conditions. That's good. Anyway, yeah, so long-term goals, long-term achievements, coming together, paying off, good things. And last but not least, Pisces, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there is a lot of energy around. The Queen of Swords is very much a call to action card, and we saw this similarly when we had the Ace of Swords come up. The difference being with the Queen of Swords, it kind of puts, it's not so much new things, it's not so much go and take on a new task or put new energy into something. It's a case of being like, there's stuff you know you need to address. Like, not new stuff that's been hanging around a while, that you may have been putting off, that you may have been sitting back on. Like, get on that. go do the thing, essentially. So yeah, Pisces. I don't think anyone had any particular disasters there. Hi Ashley, morning. Sorry, I'm still coughing. I'm fine. I'm not ill. Well, I was ill a while ago, but for some reason the cough's hanging around. But I am fine. I have tea, so you know, there could be a nuclear explosion and it would be fine because I have tea. So that's how we judge everything. So yeah, it is a nice day out there. It is in the middle of April. I can't believe it's April already. Usually a few years ago, this would have been the time of year where I would be living in a campsite, and we were at a campsite over this weekend. But it was a very nice one in Cheshire, and I wasn't overly responsible for doing anything. Usually in years gone by, I would have been stood in the middle of the field panicking about where stores were going, if we had enough cider, if we had too much cider, who we'd left in charge of swords. But yeah, it this year it's a decidedly more relaxed April. So yeah, that's gonna be good. And yeah, you can see it's coming into spring. We are almost halfway. It's the 11th. We're a good way through it. Everyone's kind of gearing up for May Day, gearing up for Beltane, and the many festivals that happen then. I'm not sure what we're doing yet or where we will be, because I don't need to know that far in advance anymore, which is great. I can just decide randomly without 6 months worth of prep. Ashley, I still love crap. Right, okay, I'm going to put this comment into context for people who don't know. Ashley and I have known each other for a very, very long time. Very long time. And went on many camping trips together as children and teenagers, doing many activities that included things like raft building and midnight hiking and tent inspections. And it's been a I still tell stories about some of them. And the amount of times we visited North Wales has haunted my adulthood, because every time someone's going, I'm like, you've got to go to the Great Home in Rilson Centre. And everyone's like, how are you a tour guide for North Wales? And I'm like, I have tales to tell you. Oh, yeah. It's good fun. Hi David, how are you this morning? But yeah, we spent a lot of time camping in either bell tents or large, like ridge tents, as youths. We were very well behaved, though. We never got up to too much trouble, I don't think. We saved that for the Duke of Edinburgh expeditions. That was fine. But yes. Oh, I missed you guys as well, Kelly. I will at some point get into that campsite. I will get back down to Sentry at some point this summer. I am determined to. If I fit it, I will fit it in. I will. We don't have too many plans yet for this summer, because we don't have a wedding to pay for, because we're not having a wedding, we're eloping, because we're sensible people. We're sensible people who have decided that I am not organising that big. It's too close to event planning. It's too close. No, I'm gonna run away and do it, and then have a holiday. Like, we're good. We'll meet everyone in a pub when we get back. It'll be fine. But yeah, so those are all of our zodiac readings. If anybody would like me to randomly pull one card for them, give me a shout. Let me know. Drop something in the comments. If you would like a longer reading, if you would like it on air, which you can book, like on air, I need to stop saying I don't work on the psychic. It's the internet. People don't say that. The kids will know I'm old. If you would like a reading live, you can book that via the Hipsy event. Not event. The Hipsy address going along the bottom of the screen. If you would like a longer one, or you can book a private one. And all of the links for booking private ones, there are some on Hipsy, but also psychicrealm.co. Ash, can I have a card, please? Oh, I like doing just random ones. They're good fun. They're good fun. Okay, let's see what comes up. What have we got come through? The Three of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So everyone who knows anything about tarot panics when they say swords. They're not always a bad card, and in this case, they're not in this alignment. Basically, what this is saying is, look, it's time to focus in on the things you've started. Like, there are certain tasks, certain actions that you started taking a little while ago that you kind of like left. You kind of started doing them and then looked at them and went, no, I don't have the emotional bandwidth for this right now. I don't have the time for this right now. I want to do this, but no. Time to start looking back at those, time to start revisiting them, time to start kind of being like, you know what? If not now, when? And revisiting projects you've stepped away from a little bit. David. Hi, David. Okay, let's take a look and see what we have come through for you. Now, this has already come up today, and it would be crazy if it matched your zodiac as well. But Ace of Swords, we're getting a lot of swords come through today. No, if this had been the day where everyone was like, there's going to be an apocalypse, I'd be a little worried, but it's not, so we're fine. Ace of Swords. Yeah, again, swords, call to action card. But in this respect, not so much revisiting anything, not so much looking back at anything, very much like the new thing. Let's take the energy that is being wasted on stuff that isn't serving us, that we're just not using, that is on things that don't make us happy anymore, and let's make a conscious decision to direct it into something new, something we haven't tried previously. And yeah, it's swords are ultimately, they're all about direction of energy, and sometimes that's not a good thing, because sometimes it clashes with other people, it results in arguments and disputes, but sometimes when it's our own and we're looking for ourselves and we're taking control of it and directing it, is a good thing. You just have to kind of be conscious of it and handle it correctly. It's all about intention. So yeah, that's why we're here. So I am going to try and get on and do these little readings more often as well. I know it's been a while since I was last on, but I am going to. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. I am surprised I am up this early, to be honest. I know it's not early, but it is when I'm switching the hours I normally work. I used to do predominantly night time hours, because a lot of my clients are US based. US and Australia are my two biggest client bases. But I am starting to try and nudge more towards like waking operational hours for the UK. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It might not be permanent, but we'll see how it keeps going over the next couple of years. Couple of years? That was a slip of the tongue. Couple of weeks. And then we will reassess. If it's not working for a couple of weeks, I do not feel that. I will just keep going for a couple of years now. But no, it's quite nice. Although it does mean, not that I ever put on makeup for being online. Ever. I think I always feel a bit of a fraud because whenever I join a new whenever I join a new site or start working with a new company, they're like, we need headshots. And I'm like, oh, I'll go and take some nice pretty headshots to put up as the profile picture. And then every time I sign online, it's just me with no makeup and tea, usually in like loungewear, like like I'm having a sleepover with my mates. It's all good. I've only just got up to holiday hours. Yeah, that's fair. Also, I saw some of the pictures from the last outing at camp, and it did look like there was some dampness management going on in the field. That may have been, that may have took a little bit of energy up. So. But no, that's cool. Holiday hours. Is it a holiday? This is the problem with the kids now not being in school. I have no concept of when it's holidays and also they're all different up here. For anyone watching who hasn't caught up with the life updates, I did indeed move to Scotland about 9 months ago. Yeah, about 9 months ago. And the holidays are all different. It confuses me. But that's fine. One of my kids is probably at work, but they're in Newcastle still. So I only know they're at work a lot because of the amount of times I don't speak to them. I'll send them a message and then get one back like 8 hours later. Like, I'm being at work. I know you. But he's doing very well. He's doing good, bless him. So the other one is still in bed because they are not at college today. They should probably be up and finishing an assignment and something. But yeah, come aside on the mudslide. Down to the tent. Said he went down and yeah, back up to school on Monday. Oh, it's like you kind of just have to embrace the mud at a certain point. But yeah, yeah. Tiny's writing. She does a lot. Most of the course she's doing at the minute before going is based at home, which has been quite good because she's also doing she's studying subjects that I was also studying at home. Well, we've got an overlap on psychology. I was studying counselling skills. She was doing intro. She was doing an access course for psychology and sociology. So we had an overlap there. And now in September, she's hopefully going to be doing sociology and history. And I am going to be doing psychology with counselling. Although I'm doing it part-time, so it's going to take me twice as long. She was quite insistent that she still gets to be the first person in the family to get a degree. It's like, that's fine. Okay, we are going to do a slightly longer reading now. I'm not going to mention the full name of the person, but they are, because they've requested it privately via Hipsy. But they are a Cancer, my favorite water sign. A Cancer. They're in the big. I'm not going to give out all the details, but this is more so the person can identify them and put this in a context. They're beginning a new relationship, and they want to know: is this going to be a long-term one? Is this going to be an important one, or is this going to be a fun relationship, but not necessarily something they need to kind of think of as the next big life event? So let's take a look and see what we have come through. Okay. Okay. That's good. I always advertise these longer ones as 3-card readings. They're never 3-card readings. They're like 9-card readings, but but I read them quickly, so I always gives people a better expectation. Okay. Okay. Looking at the future. That's good. Okay. I wouldn't say this is just going to be a very casual relationship, put it that way. There's certainly some good grounding here in terms of it turning into something in the future, but there are some things coming up that you're going to want to be aware of. The first one is when I look at how they express themselves in a relationship. It's not so much the cards I do have, it's the cards that I don't. There aren't any Cups cards coming through here. There aren't any Knave cards coming through here. They do not express emotions easily. Now, this is likely because when I look at the past elements, things from the past that could be affecting this, on their side, I have like the 4 of Swords reversed. I have the Wheel of Fortune come through reversed. They've been in some very stagnant relationships previously. And this has kind of put them in a position where they feel very anxious and very cautious about kind of just saying what they want. They don't want to be the over enthusiastic one that puts everything out there and gets nothing back. And unfortunately, consciously or unconsciously, the history they've had with relationships has led them to be over anxious about that. So they hold back. They don't open up easily. Positive point, good things coming through, is they are coming through as the Queen of Coins. They're very reliable. They're very solid. They're very in control of themselves. They don't this isn't the kind of person that's going to play games. They're not going to kind of be like, oh, well, I'm going to wait 3 hours to reply to a message just to see what. No. Like, if they want to see you, they will say they want to see you. If they've had a good time, they will tell you they've had a good time. If they want to message you, they won't count the hour. Like, they're very straightforward with how they approach relationships. And that's good, because that allows you to put a really good foundation in place. It means you feel reassured and you know exactly where you stand. And there's a lot of honesty coming through with them. That's a major plus point here. And that does allow things to start to establish and move forward. They will get to a point where they can be a little more emotionally open, and it will naturally happen. I've got the 4 of Wands coming in. This comes in around kind of May time. Yeah, it's kind of towards the end of next month. We're getting kind of about 6 weeks time. We have the 4 of Wands, and this is where things start to feel a lot more stable. This is where you start to be like, okay, I can see things have developed. Like, you're able to at that point look back and go, okay, we're talking more openly, we're seeing each other more often. I can see where this is naturally starting to, take steps into something a little bit beyond casual dating. And it's important to let that happen in its own time. Because, like I say, she does have these slight anxieties about emotionally opening up. It is going to be slowly. And again, that's not a bad thing. It's often the relationships that move way too fast that we see run into difficulties. That's not going to happen here. And when I look at, what are the prospects like for the long-term future with this person, I've got the Seven of Cups. Good card. It's not kind of saying, it's not the Ten of Cups. It's not the Lovers. It's not saying, yes, you two are matched in every way possible and there is no way this is going to go wrong. It's not that card. It doesn't mean you can't have that kind of great long-term relationship, but what it's saying is it looks as if there is enough compatibility for this to establish itself and become a long-term relationship. But at a certain point, you guys are going to have a conversation. You guys are going to have to decide whether or not you're both happy with how things are moving forward. You're going to have to decide if you are able to overcome the fact that she is a little emotionally closed off. That is some work you're going to have to put in. And it does, it looks like you can. That's absolutely something you can do. But it is going to be a conscious decision at that point. And it does look like there is a genuine emotional bond there, even though she doesn't outwardly display it. Having the Seven of Cups come through a little further down the line does show, as time goes on, they start to open up, they start to get more comfortable, they start to get more confident. That starts to come through and be shown a little bit more. It just takes a little while to get there. And that's, it's frustrating because it's not something you can fix. It's not something that you can be like, hey, let's talk about this, and you will automatically emotionally heal from the past and be more open with me. It's something you kind of just have to be like, okay, well, that's the way it is. Let's try and do our best with it. And if you do that, it does look like that works out, but just be aware of it. But generally speaking, looking at this, it's still quite early days, and that is coming through in the cards. But there is a lot of potential here. There's not going to be any kind of big heartbreak or big drama that's coming through here. She is very straightforward and very honest with you. And it looks like you can make this work long term, and it could work out very well. I hope that answered all of your questions and query in full, but you can always jump. You can always jump in the comments here and let me know. I know you're not in the comments, but you can come in the comments now if you like, and let me know. So yeah, thank you for placing that and having that come through. Just gonna tell the system that I'm working in the background that I have done that. Yes, there we go. I keep thinking, at some point in time, I used to run a lot more training courses in terms of reading tarot, scrying, doing all sorts of different things. And I haven't run them so much lately. And I am tempted at times to actually run a course for people who want to do this professionally to show them how it works, because I remember going into it and being like, having no idea what I was doing, and the actual the actual kind of professional side of it, how you make everything work together, how you deal with all the different sites and stuff is a steep learning curve for a lot of people. So I have at times wondered if there would be anyone interested in listening to me give a crash course or babble about it for an extended period of time. Hi, Deborah. How are you today? Hope you're having a good day. It is still the morning. It is amazingly sunny and calm out there, given how windy it was at the weekend. I might have to go out and continue to rescue my garden. We did put the bins back where they were. Luckily, all the new willows I'd planted are in place still where they were put. None has blown up. The furniture's still there. Yeah, I've kind of, because we know we're going to be staying in this house, like a lot of the houses I'd lived in previously, well, this is technically still rented at the moment, although we are thinking about buying it. They were all rented, and we actually worked out the other day that since I left home at 17, I hadn't lived in a house longer than 4 years. Like this is this is house number, I think 13 or 14 for me. So yeah, I'd never really invested that much in a garden or by as much as I really like being outdoors. So now we live here and I have a garden. I'm like, I'm going to do all the garden stuff. And Colin, bless him, is like, should we not like paint room? Nope, garden. Do you not want to decorate inside of the? Nope, garden. We're doing the garden. So that is going to be a feature this summer, I feel. Yeah. Okay, guys, I've been randomly talking to you about not a lot for for nearly an hour now, and I'm aware if I do this for too long, someone's going to intervene and tell me I'm insane. You're not talking to people, Ellie. You're talking to the computer. There are people in the internet. It's fine. It's fine. But yes, I'm going to disappear. I'm going to possibly go and sit out in the sunshine with my book and have a day off. So have a good day, everyone. Thank you for watching me babble. Thank you for everyone in the comment section. Thank you for everyone who placed orders for readings. If you want to order a reading in the future, like I say, there are 2 web addresses running across the bottom of the screen. One of them is specifically if you want a reading whilst I'm on one of these live streams. The other, www.psychicground.co, is where you can find information about all of the different places I do readings. Have a good day. Bye.